Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. Emmerdale's Dawn Taylor and Frosty reunion with Mum Rose. Dawn Taylor has had a frosty reunion with long-lost Mum Rose in Emmerdale. Viewers met Rose earlier this week when Will made a secret trip to her bedside at the hospital after being called as her emergency contact. The two had a row, with Will condemning Rose for walking out on their family and leaving Dawn with no support when he was imprisoned. It initially seemed like Rose was going to stay away from her ex-husband and daughter, but Will's sudden disappearance to visit her bedside had drawn suspicion from his wife Kim Tate. Kim did some snooping around in Friday's, April 26th, episode, finding some details about Rose on Will's phone. Will had no choice but to tell Kim the truth, before insisting he would not be telling Dawn that her mother was back in the village. Kim was totally against his stance, arguing that Dawn has a right to speak to her mother after all these years. Fate would bring the two together anyway, as there was an unfortunate accident in which Evan fell from his changing table and had to be rushed to the hospital. At first, Dawn and Rose happened to cross paths in the hospital, though they didn't recognize each other. When Will soon arrived and saw the two together, Rose and Dawn put together their relation. Dawn immediately rejected Rose and made it clear she wanted nothing to do with her after walking out on their family years earlier. "I've waited to meet you for so long to tell you how much I despise you for leaving us like that when I was just a kid," Dawn vented. She insisted, "You weren't there when I needed you, and I certainly don't need this now." Later, Will and Kim saw Rose off in a taxi, with Will warning Rose to stay out of their lives. Will thought he'd managed to scare Rose off, but Kim felt she may not be willing to walk away so easily. With a crisis coming for Dawn and baby Evan, will Rose reappear?